Welcome to Sleep Stories, a place where the noise of the world fades into the rhythm of the deep. Before we begin our journey tonight, take a moment to truly settle into your space. Adjust the weight of your blankets, feel the support of the mattress beneath you, and let your shoulders drop away from your ears. You are entering a zone of total safety, a sanctuary where time has no power over you. If you find peace in these journeys, please consider subscribing to our community of restful explorers. Your support allows us to continue building these quiet worlds for you to visit every night. Tonight, we are leaving the world of air and light behind. We are embarking on a 2-hour descent into the Great Blue, a journey through the layers of the sea to the silent heart of our planet. Close your eyes. Imagine you are floating on the surface of the open ocean at twilight. The water is the perfect temperature, cradling your weight as you bob gently with the long, slow swell of the tide. You are beginning a slow, weightless descent. You are moving away from the sun, away from the wind, and into the embrace of the abyss. As the water closes gently over your ears, the sounds of the surface world are instantly muffled and replaced by a deep, resonant thrum. You are now drifting through the Epipelagic zone, the thin, sunlit skin of the sea. It feels vast and endless, but it is only the beginning. Over 70% of our planet is covered by this water, a massive, liquid kingdom that we have barely begun to map. You are now entering the greatest wilderness on Earth, a world where you are finally free to be still. Look up one last time at the shimmering silver surface as it retreats further and further away. That moving mirror is the source of your very next breath. More than 50% of the world's oxygen is produced right here by tiny, drifting organisms called phytoplankton. These invisible forests of the sea breathe for us while we sleep, turning sunlight into the air that sustains your dreams. Feel the rhythm of your breathing sync with the rhythm of the rising and falling tides. In and out, deep and slow. We are moving through the first 100 meters now. The light is a brilliant, electric turquoise, but it is already starting to soften. You are moving through a volume of space so great that it holds all worries and washes them away. If you were to take all the water in the entire ocean and freeze it, it would create a cube of ice 700 miles high. Visualize that height, a pillar of silence that reaches far into the sky, holding the world steady. The scale of the ocean is a reminder that you are part of something ancient and immense. The warmth of the sun is starting to fade from your skin as we pass the 200-meter mark. This is the edge of the photic zone, the limit of the sun's reach. By this depth, the ocean has already absorbed 99% of the sun's light. Watch as the colors of the world begin to change. Red is the first to go, turning into a dusty, calming gray, followed by orange and yellow. Soon, only the deep, comforting indigos will remain. You are shedding the colors of the day, becoming part of the blue. Around you, you might see the occasional flash of silver, moving with grace through the deepening water. These are the nekton, the masters of the current. Unlike the drifting plankton, these creatures have the strength to swim against the tides. But even they have limits. Nearly 90% of all marine species stay up there in that thin ribbon of light we just left behind. Below us lies the great empty, a wilderness of shadow where you can truly be still. There is no one to meet here, and nothing to do but sink. As we sink further into the cooling water, a strange snow begins to fall around you in the silence. Imagine white, feathery flakes drifting past you in the dark. This is marine snow, a constant, slow-motion blizzard of organic fragments falling from the surface. It can take weeks for a single flake to reach the bottom. It is the bridge between the world of light and the world of shadow, the ocean's way of feeding the quiet abyss. Watch the flakes drift past, like falling stars in a liquid sky. Notice the silence growing thicker and more present. Sound behaves differently here, feeling more intimate, like a secret shared in the dark. Sound travels 4 times faster through water than through air, meaning the ocean is a gallery of distant echoes. Somewhere, hundreds of miles away, a whale might be singing, and the vibration of that song is traveling toward you right now, moving through the molecular embrace of the water until it reaches your very bones. You are listening to the heartbeat of the world. We are now crossing the threshold into the Mesopelagic zone, the Twilight Zone. There are no plants here, no seasons, and no weather. It is a place of eternal, dim afternoon. The pressure is starting to mount, a soft, rhythmic squeeze that tells your nervous system it is finally time to let go. At this depth, the weight of the water above is already starting to equal the weight of a dozen atmospheres, yet it feels as light as a shadow tucked under a blanket. The ocean is holding you firm. Look down into the darkening blue. The floor is still miles beneath us. The average depth of the entire ocean is approximately 3,700 meters, and we have only just stepped off the curb of the continent. The journey ahead is long, dark, and perfectly still. The light of the world above is now just a memory, a faint, flickering star in the ceiling of your mind. We are moving deeper now, into the velvet dark, where the real secrets of the ocean begin to wake up. As the last traces of turquoise fade into the deepest navy, allow your eyes to close in your mind's eye. The water is your protector. The silence is your guide. We are leaving the world of doing and entering the world of being. You are safe. You are weightless. You are drifting into the heart of the great mystery. The descent has only just begun, and the peace you feel now will only grow deeper with every meter we fall. We have passed the threshold of the sun. The last slivers of light have dissolved into an endless, ink-colored sky. We are now drifting through the heart of the Mesopelagic zone, a world of eternal dusk that stretches from 200 meters down to 1,000 meters deep. It is a place of transition, where the familiar world ends and the alien world begins. Take a slow breath, and feel the density of the water supporting you, cradling your body in a gravity-free embrace. As we sink through this twilight realm, you might notice that the water feels thicker, more substantial. This is the weight of the sea, the gentle pressure that acts like a full-body massage for your nervous system. The pressure here is 20 times greater than at the surface, yet life thrives in the squeeze. The creatures here do not have air-filled spaces like we do. so they cannot be crushed. They are made of the sea itself. Imagine yourself becoming like them, fluid, soft, and completely at one with the pressure around you. Look out into the shadows. You might see a faint, ghostly glow. This is the realm of the big-eye tuna and the swordfish. During the day, they retreat to these cold depths to hide from predators, staying perfectly still to conserve their energy. They are the silent watchers of the twilight, waiting for the sun to go down so they can begin their journey back to the surface. Their patience is absolute. Let their stillness settle into your own limbs. There is no hurry here, only the slow, steady passage of time. Floating past us now are the siphonophores, some of the strangest and most beautiful residents of the deep. These are not single animals, but colonies of thousands of tiny individuals, joined together to form a single, winding chain. Some can reach lengths of over 40 meters, longer than a blue whale. They drift through the dark like glowing pieces of lace, undulating with a rhythm that is almost hypnotic. Watch the way they twist and turn in the current, a slow-motion dance that has no beginning and no end. As we move deeper into the twilight, the bioluminescence becomes more frequent. Small flashes of blue and green spark in the distance like fireflies in a summer forest. This is the lanternfish, the most common fish in the entire ocean. They carry small rows of light along their bellies that mimic the faint light from above, making them invisible to anything looking up from below. It is a world of shadows and illusions, a place where the darkness is a shield. You are safe in this shield, hidden from the world, tucked away in the deep. A strange shape emerges from the indigo gloom, the vampire squid. Despite its name, it is a gentle creature that does not hunt. It drifts through the water with its webbing spread out like a velvet cloak, collecting the marine snow that falls from above. It has no need for speed or aggression. It simply exists, floating in the low oxygen layers where other predators cannot follow. It is the master of the quiet life. Imagine wrapping yourself in a cloak of velvet, just like the squid, and letting the world drift past you. The temperature is continuing to fall, settling into a steady, cooling chill. This cold is not sharp, but grounding. It slows the heartbeat and calms the mind. In the Mesopelagic, the water stays at a near constant temperature year-round. There are no storms here, no wind, no waves. The chaos of the surface cannot reach this depth. It is a sanctuary of stability. Feel that stability entering your own body, a calm that cannot be shaken, a peace that cannot be disturbed. We are passing the 700-meter mark now. This is the depth where the sperm whales come to hunt. They dive down into this darkness, holding their breath for over an hour, searching for the legendary giant squid. Imagine the silence of the whale as it glides through the dark, guided only by the echoes of its own song. The ocean is a gallery of sound, and every click and whistle of the whale travels for miles through the deep. Listen to the silence between the sounds, the vast, empty space that holds everything together. In the cracks of the continental slope beneath us, we find the cranch squid, often called the glass squid. Its body is almost entirely transparent, looking like a delicate crystal bottle. Because it is clear. It casts no shadow. It is a master of being present, yet invisible. It reminds us that we do not always need to be seen or heard to be significant. Sometimes, the greatest strength is found in the quiet, invisible layers of our lives. As we approach the 1,000-meter mark, the indigo is turning to a true, solid black. We are leaving the Twilight Zone and entering the Midnight Zone. The last few photons of sunlight are gone, and the world is now illuminated only by the sparks of life. The pressure is growing, the water is cooling, and your heart is beating in a slow, steady rhythm. You are prepared for the abyss. You are ready to enter the deepest part of the journey. The transition is almost complete. The surface is a mile above us, a distant world that no longer has a claim on you. You belong to the deep now. The darkness is your home, the pressure is your blanket, and the silence is your lullaby. Drift down further, past the edge of the light, into the eternal midnight of the sea. We have crossed the 1,000-meter mark. The last ghosts of light are gone, and we have entered the Epipelagic zone, better known as the Midnight Zone. Here, the darkness is absolute and eternal. Sunlight has not touched these waters for millions of years. It is a world of pure shadow, where the concept of day and night simply does not exist. Take a deep, slow breath, and feel yourself dissolving into the blackness. You are no longer a visitor. You are becoming part of the abyss. The pressure here is now over 100 times what it was at the surface, a crushing force that would flatten a steel tank. Yet you feel only a sense of profound stillness. The water is so dense and cold that it holds you perfectly still, like a fly in amber. There is no wind here, no currents, no movement except for your own slow, steady descent. Let the weight of the water press the last remnants of stress out of your muscles. You are being held by the strongest force on Earth. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you realize the void is not truly empty. It is filled with the language of light. A sudden burst of sapphire blue sparks to your left. A trail of emerald green glimmers to your right. This is the realm of bioluminescence. In a world with no sun, life creates its own stars. These creatures use light as a lure, a warning, or a way to find a friend in the vast, lonely dark. It is a silent, electric symphony, playing out in the velvet black. Look ahead at the anglerfish, the most iconic resident of these depths. She carries a glowing lantern on a rod above her head, a tiny, pulsing light filled with glowing bacteria. She does not hunt by swimming, she simply waits. She is the master of patience, hanging motionless in the water for days or weeks at a time. Imagine that level of stillness. There is no urgency in the Midnight Zone. There is only the long, patient waiting. Let your mind become like the anglerfish, patient, still, and perfectly content in the dark. A strange, translucent shape drifts past, the Dumbo octopus. It flaps its ear-like fins with a grace that seems impossible at this depth. It looks like a ghost moving through a haunted forest, drifting weightlessly over the unseen floor miles below. It is soft, squishy, and perfectly adapted to the squeeze of the deep. It reminds us that even under the greatest pressure, we can remain soft. We can remain graceful. We can move through the darkness without fear. Below us, we see the gulper eel, a creature that is almost entirely mouth. Its body is like a long, thin ribbon, and it can expand its stomach to hold a meal much larger than itself. In a world where food is rare, you must be prepared for everything. But for now, there is nothing you need to consume. There is nothing you need to gather. You are in a state of perfect lack, where having nothing and needing nothing are the same thing. You are full of the silence of the sea. The temperature is now a constant 4 degrees Celsius, just above freezing. It is a cold that feels clean and ancient. It preserves everything it touches. In this cold, the metabolism of life slows down to a crawl. The heartbeats of the creatures here are slow and rhythmic, sometimes only a few beats per minute. Feel your own heart slowing down to match the pace of the abyss. 1 slow beat at a time. There is all the time in the world down here. We are passing through a cloud of larvaceans, tiny creatures that build massive houses made of mucus that filter the water for food. When the house gets clogged, they simply discard it and build a new one. These discarded houses sink toward the bottom, carrying carbon away from the atmosphere and into the deep. They are the Earth's silent cleaners, working in the dark to keep the world in balance. Even in the deepest black, there is purpose. Even in the silence, there is work being done for the good of the whole. Further down, we encounter the dragonfish. It is a fierce hunter with teeth so large they cannot fit inside its mouth. Yet, it too is tiny in the grand scale of the ocean. Even the fiercest creatures are humbled by the vastness of the midnight zone. In this space, your ego has no room to grow. Your worries have no place to hide. You are simply a witness to the infinite. Let the scale of the abyss make your problems feel as small as a single grain of sand. We are nearing the 2,000-meter mark. The water is becoming even heavier, the silence even louder. We are leaving the Epipelagic and moving toward the very floor of the world. The journey is deepening, and your sleep is following the same path. You are falling through the layers of your own consciousness, moving away from the surface of your thoughts and into the deep, dark core of your being. The descent continues. The darkness is your friend. The cold is your comfort. You are safe in the midnight zone. There is no light to wake you, no noise to disturb you. There is only the deep, pulsing heart of the ocean, and the slow, steady rhythm of your own breath. Sink further now, into the velvet, into the black, into the deep. We are now approaching the 3,000-meter mark, entering the Epipelagic zone, the true abyss. This is the realm of the Abyssal Plain, a vast, flat expanse that covers more than half of the entire Earth's surface. It is the largest habitat on our planet, yet it is a place that feels like the surface of the moon. As we descend the final few hundred meters toward the floor, the water becomes remarkably clear. There is no more drifting snow here. There is only the ancient, heavy silence of the foundation of the world. Imagine your feet, if they were weightless, slowly touching down on a surface of fine, silken mud. This is the ooze. It is a layer of sediment hundreds of feet thick, composed of the shells and remains of marine life that have fallen from the surface over millions of years. It is as soft as powdered velvet. Imagine sinking into this softness, your body perfectly supported by the ancient dust of the sea. There is no harder surface beneath you, just an endless, soft cushion that has been waiting for you since the beginning of time. Look across the horizon of the plain. It is a desert of water, stretching for thousands of miles in every direction. There are no landmarks here, no trees, no mountains, just the flat, echoing emptiness. In this space, there is nowhere you need to go. There is no destination left to reach. You have arrived at the bottom of the world. Let the sheer horizontal vastness of the abyss expand your mind. Every boundary you felt at the surface has dissolved. You are as wide and as still as the plain itself. Living on this silent floor are the sea cucumbers. They move with a slowness that is almost impossible to perceive, crawling across the mud at a pace of a few inches an hour. They are the ultimate practitioners of the slow life. They do not hurry to find food. They wait for the floor to provide it. They are in no rush to be anywhere else. Let their radical patience become your own. There is no need to move your limbs. There is no need to change your position. Like the sea cucumber, you are exactly where you belong. Nearby, you might see the tripod fish. It stands on the floor on three long, wire-like fins, facing into the nearly imperceptible current. It does not swim. It simply stands, motionless, waiting for tiny crustaceans to drift into its path. It is a living statue in the dark. Imagine standing on the floor of your own mind, perfectly balanced, perfectly still, letting the thoughts of the day drift past you without reaching out to grab them. You are the observer. You are the statue. You are the piece. The pressure here is now 500 times greater than at the surface, roughly equivalent to having a large passenger jet resting on every square inch of your body. But remember, you are not being crushed. You are being supported. This pressure is a container. It holds your atoms together in a state of perfect, unshakable alignment. It is impossible to be scattered here. It is impossible to be fragmented. You are whole, solid, and safe within the massive, liquid architecture of the abyss. The water here has not seen the surface for over 1,000 years. It is ancient water, part of the great ocean conveyor belt, moving in a slow, global loop that takes centuries to complete. This water was frozen at the poles during the time of the Middle Ages, and it has traveled the length of the planet in the dark to be with you here tonight. It is cold, heavy, and wise. Let the age of the water soak into your skin. You are being bathed in the history of the earth. In the distance, a grenadier fish, also known as a rat tail, glides by. It is a scavenger, a wanderer of the plains. It follows the scent of a whale fall from miles away, moving through the dark with a steady, flickering rhythm of its tail. It is the loneliest traveler in the world, yet it is never lost. It is always home, because the abyss is everywhere. Feel that same sense of belonging. No matter where you drift in your dreams tonight, you are home. The darkness is your house. As we rest on the Abyssal Plain, notice how your breathing has become almost silent. It has synced with the slow settling of the sediment. Each inhale is like the rising of a microscopic grain of sand. Each exhale is its soft landing back on the floor. The world above, with its cars, its clocks, and its voices, is so far away it may as well be in another galaxy. You are deeper than the roots of the mountains. You are beneath the storms. You are in the vault. We will remain here on the plain for a while, letting the stillness of the mud and the weight of the water finish their work on your spirit. There is a deep, primal comfort in being at the bottom. There is no further to fall. There is only the rest. The abyss is not a void. It is a womb. It is the place where the earth is quietest and where your sleep will be deepest. We are moving across the flat, silent desert of the abyss now, drifting just above the silken mud. But as we travel further into the darkness, the stillness begins to break. The temperature of the water, which has been near freezing for miles, begins to rise. A strange, rhythmic pulse vibrates through the water, the heartbeat of the planet itself. We are approaching a hydrothermal vent field, a place where the Earth's crust is thin, and the molten fire of the interior spills out into the freezing sea. Looming out of the dark like the chimneys of a phantom city are the black smokers. These are massive towers of mineral ore, some reaching the height of a 15-story building. They are formed by superheated water, rich in metals, erupting from the seafloor at temperatures over 400 degrees Celsius. On land, this water would be steam, but here, the immense weight of the ocean keeps it liquid. Watch as the black, mineral-rich plumes billow into the current, swirling like smoke in a winter sky. It is a spectacular collision of fire and ice. You might expect this extreme heat to be a desert, but it is one of the most crowded places on the planet. Clustered around the base of these smoking chimneys are the giant tube worms. They can grow up to 8 feet long, with brilliant crimson plumes that sway in the warm currents like tall grass in a summer field. They have no mouths, no stomachs, and no eyes. They do not eat food as we know it. Instead, they live in a perfect partnership with bacteria that turn the toxic chemicals of the vent into life-sustaining energy. It is a world that does not need the sun. Imagine the resilience of these creatures. They live on the edge of a volcano, in total darkness, under crushing pressure, and they thrive. There is a primal strength here, a reminder that life is stubborn, creative, and unstoppable. Feel that same warmth and strength radiating into your own body. The heat from the vents is a gentle, pulsing energy that thaws the last bit of tension from your muscles. You are safe in this hidden garden of the deep, cradled by the inner warmth of the earth. Crawling over the mineral rocks in their thousands are the Yeti crabs, covered in white, furry filaments that look like silk. They wave their arms in the mineral flow, farming the bacteria that grow on their fur. They move with a slow, mechanical precision, perfectly adapted to their volcanic home. Among them are blind shrimp that use a specialized organ on their backs to see the infrared glow of the heat. To them, The vents are stars in a dark universe. Let your mind drift toward that inner light, the quiet, warm glow at the center of your own being. Scientists believe that life on Earth may have begun right here, in the mineral-rich warmth of these deep-sea vents, billions of years ago. This is the cradle of life, the place where the first sparks of existence were struck in the cold dark. You are resting at the very fountain of creation. There is a profound sense of coming home in this place. The chemicals in your own body were forged in the same heat and pressure that surround you now. You are an extension of the earth, and tonight, you are returning to its heart. Notice how the water shimmers around the vents. This is the thermocline, the place where the hot and cold waters mix, creating a blurred, dreamlike effect in the water. It looks like liquid crystal or a heat haze on a desert road. Let your thoughts become like that shimmer, soft, blurred, and difficult to define. You are moving out of the world of sharp edges and into the world of soft transitions. There is no hot or cold here, only the perfect, balanced warmth of the Earth's embrace. Further away from the smoking chimneys, the water becomes still and cold again, but the mineral scent lingers, a clean, metallic tang that speaks of the deep earth. You are drifting over the polymetallic crusts, fields of gold, copper, and silver that have been deposited here over millions of years. This is the Earth's hidden treasury, a vault of wealth that will never be spent. You are wealthy in time. You are rich in silence. You are a billionaire of peace, resting on a bed of ancient minerals. As we begin to drift away from the vents, the rhythmic hissing fades into the background. The warmth lingers on your skin like the memory of a fireplace in a cold house. The black smokers disappear back into the gloom, standing as silent sentinels of the deep. They have been erupting for centuries, and they will continue long after you wake. They are the Earth's way of breathing, and you are breathing with them. Long, slow, and deep. The journey is moving back into the open abyss now, leaving the fire behind for the final descent into the trenches. But the warmth you felt at the vents is still with you. It is tucked inside your blankets, settled in your chest, and glowing in your mind. You are heavy with the minerals of the sea. You are warm with the heat of the core. You are ready for the deepest rest of all. We have reached the edge of the world's final frontier. We are hovering over the lip of the Abyssal Zone. Named after Hades, the god of the underworld, this zone consists of the deepest trenches on our planet. These are not flat plains, but jagged, vertical canyons that cut deep into the Earth's mantle. As we tip over the edge of the continental slope, the descent becomes steeper. You are no longer just sinking through water. You are sinking into the Earth itself. Take a deep, steady breath, and feel the absolute stillness of the void. You are entering the most isolated place in the known universe. The silence here is unlike anything we have experienced so far. There is no light, no heat, and almost no movement. The pressure is now over 1,000 times greater than it is at the surface. It is the weight of 8 miles of water pressing down upon you, yet it does not feel heavy. Instead, it feels like a complete, total body support. It is as if the universe is holding every atom of your body in its proper place. You are being contained within the strongest vault on Earth. Let the pressure push every remaining thought out of your mind, leaving only the empty, peaceful resonance of the trench. As we sink further into the Mariana Trench, the walls of the canyon begin to close in around us. These walls are made of ancient rock, millions of years old, coated in a fine, pale silt. This silt is a soft, dusty archive of the sea, composed of the ground-up remains of billions of plankton that have fallen from the surface over eons. It is a cushion of time. Imagine the softness of this silt, how it would feel to simply rest upon it, tucked away in the deepest, quietest corner of the planet, where the world's clocks can no longer find you. You are beyond the reach of time. In the darkness, you might see a flash of a snailfish. These are the deepest living fish in the world, translucent and fragile-looking, swimming calmly at a depth that would flatten a steel pipe. Their bodies are soft and gelatinous, having no air pockets and no hard bones. They move with a slow, ghostly grace, entirely undisturbed by the weight of the world above. Let your thoughts become like the snailfish, soft, weightless, and entirely unaffected by the pressures of your life. You are floating in a world where the word stress has no meaning. We are passing through a layer of amphipods now, small, shrimp-like creatures that have evolved to thrive in this total dark. They are the ultimate survivors, living on the rare pieces of organic matter that drift down from the surface. They live in a state of constant, patient waiting. There is a profound peace in that waiting, a sense that there is no rush to go anywhere or be anything. The trench is a place of perpetual now. There is no past here, and no future. There is only the cool, steady rhythm of the abyss. We are now descending into Challenger Deep, the very bottom of the world. We are nearly 11,000 meters below the waves. Visualize the height of Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on land. If you were to place that mountain at the bottom of this trench, its peak would still be more than a mile underwater. The scale of this place is a reminder of how much room there is for you to let go. There is so much space here for your mind to simply expand and vanish into the quiet. You are a tiny speck in a vast cathedral of water. Listen to the stillness. At this depth, there are no sounds of boats, no sounds of whales, not even the sound of the wind. The only thing that exists is the slow, deep groan of the tectonic plates as they grind against one another beneath the trench floor. It is the sound of the earth itself breathing, a slow, ancient rhythm that has been playing for billions of years. Let your own breathing slow down to match the earth. Long, slow, and heavy. You are breathing with the planet. The water here is incredibly dense, almost like a gel, holding you in a perfect, unmoving stasis. The temperature is a steady, cold embrace, and the darkness is so thick it feels like a physical presence, a soft blanket of shadow covering your eyes. Because this place is so isolated, it is one of the most stable environments in the universe. While the surface world deals with storms, seasons, and the passage of time, the bottom of the Mariana Trench remains exactly the same. It is a sanctuary of consistency, a place where nothing ever changes. As you rest here at the bottom of the world, realize that you have reached the end of the descent. There is nowhere lower to go. Every worry, every task, and every thought has stayed at the surface, miles and miles above your head. They are too light to follow you down here. They are floating far away like discarded feathers, while you are grounded, held by the earth, and protected by the sea. You are anchored in the deepest peace possible. We will remain here at the bottom of the trench for a long time, drifting in the absolute dark. The journey has reached its deepest point, and now, all that is left is to rest. The water is still, the shadows are deep, and the earth is holding you close. You are 7 miles away from the world, safe in the heart of the abyss. There is no one to answer to, no phone to check, no light to wake you. There is only the blue and the black, and the sleep. The silence is expanding, filling every corner of your mind. You are sinking into a sleep as deep as the canyons below, where time has no meaning, and the silence is absolute. Breathe in the cool, heavy air of the abyss, and let go. You are exactly where you need to be. The descent is finished. The rest is beginning. Sleep, in the deepest quiet there is. We are beginning our slow, gentle ascent now, leaving the crushing depths of the trenches behind. As we rise back toward the vastness of the Abyssal Plain, the water feels a little lighter, but the silence remains just as deep. We are entering a part of the ocean that acts as the world's greatest vault, a place where time does not destroy, but preserves. This is the realm of the lost, the final resting place of history's greatest voyages. Because the water here is near freezing and holds very little oxygen, the tiny organisms that usually consume wood and metal cannot survive. This means that shipwrecks, some hundreds or even thousands of years old, sit on the seafloor looking almost exactly as they did the day they vanished from the surface. Imagine a wooden sailing ship from a forgotten century resting upright in the silt, its masts still reaching toward a sun it will never see again. It is a ghost of human ambition, now perfectly at peace in the dark. Further along the plain, we encounter the remains of the Titanic, lying 2.5 miles beneath the waves. It is a city of rust and iron, slowly being reclaimed by the sea. The ship is covered in rustic icicle-like structures created by metal-eating bacteria. These bacteria are moving so slowly that it will take centuries for the ship to disappear. It is a lesson in the patience of the ocean, a place where even the greatest tragedies are eventually softened and turned into something quiet and still. As we drift over these ruins, think about the objects scattered on the seafloor. A leather boot, a ceramic plate, a pocket watch frozen at the exact moment it hit the water. These items are held in a liquid time capsule, untouched by wind, rain, or human hands. They exist in a state of perpetual rest, beyond the reach of the changing world above. Let your own memories be like these artifacts, resting quietly on the sand, safe and undisturbed. The ocean floor is not just a graveyard for ships, but for the earth itself. We are drifting over vast fields of manganese nodules, small, dark rocks that look like potatoes scattered across the mud. Each of these rocks takes millions of years to grow just a few millimeters, layering minerals from the water one atom at a time. They are the slowest growing things on our planet. Imagine the incredible patience of a rock that has been sitting in this exact spot, growing in the dark, since before the first humans walked the earth. Sometimes, a great event happens in this quiet world, known as a whale fall. When a great whale passes away at the surface, its body eventually sinks miles down to the desert of the sea floor. For the creatures of the deep, this is a gift that lasts for decades. A single whale can support an entire ecosystem of crabs, eels, and bone-eating worms for over 50 years. It is a beautiful, final act of generosity, a reminder that even in death, the ocean finds a way to nurture and sustain life. The silt beneath us is also a graveyard for the stars. Mixed into the gray mud are tiny grains of cosmic dust, microscopic meteorites that have fallen through our atmosphere and settled in the deep. This means that as you drift along the ocean floor, you are also walking among the remnants of the galaxy. The deep ocean and deep space are joined here, two vast voids meeting in the quiet. You are surrounded by the oldest matter in the universe, held in the palm of the sea. As we continue our slow climb, the pressure begins to ease just a fraction. You can feel the weight of the water supporting you, rather than pressing against you. The darkness is still absolute, but it feels familiar now, like the walls of a room you have known your whole life. There is no fear in this darkness, only the comfort of being hidden away from the light. You are a passenger in a world that asks nothing of you, a world that only wants you to remain still. Look back at the ruins of the ships as they fade into the indigo gloom. They are the monuments of a busy, noisy world, now silenced and made holy by the water. Every story has an end, and every journey finds its rest. You have found yours here, in the cold blue museum of the abyss. The history of the world is beneath you, and the future is far, far above. You are in the eternal middle, the perfect moment of now. We are rising toward the mid-water again, moving away from the floor and back into the open void. The water is clear, the temperature is constant, and your breath is a slow, steady anchor. Let the history of the deep sink into your mind. Let the weight of the years make you heavy, and let the silence of the wrecks lead you into a dreamless sleep. We are suspended now in the vast midwaters, rising slowly through the shadows. In this part of the ocean, time has a different meaning. Above us, on the land, continents have shifted, ice ages have come and gone, and civilizations have risen and fallen into dust. But here, in the stable, cradling arms of the deep, evolution has often stood perfectly still. We are entering the realm of the living fossils, creatures that have remained unchanged for hundreds of millions of years. Emerging from the darkness is the coelacanth, a fish that scientists believed had gone extinct 65 million years ago, alongside the dinosaurs. It was only discovered alive in the 20th century, a ghost returning from the prehistoric past. It moves with a slow, lumbering grace, using its lobed fins like ancient, clumsy limbs. It has no need to change, because the deep ocean has provided everything it needs since the dawn of time. Imagine being so perfectly at home that the passage of millions of years leaves no mark upon you. You are as enduring as the sea itself. Nearby, a shadow moves with terrifying, silent efficiency. It is the Greenland shark, one of the longest-lived vertebrates on our planet. These sharks can live for over 400 years, meaning there are individuals swimming in the deep today that were alive when the first telescopes were pointed at the stars. They grow only a single centimeter each year, their lives unfolding in a slow-motion epic that spans centuries. Let your own sense of time stretch out now. Let the minutes become hours, and the hours become ages. There is no hurry in a 400-year life. As we drift further, we encounter the frilled shark, a creature that looks more like a serpent or a dragon from an ancient map than a modern fish. With its long, cylindrical body and rows of needle-sharp teeth, it has remained virtually identical since the Cretaceous period. It is a reminder that in the deep, success is measured by endurance, not by change. You are in a world that values the old ways, the quiet ways, the ways that have worked forever. Feel that ancient stability entering your spirit. You are anchored in time, floating in the current like a delicate, tangled web is the siphonophore. Though it looks like a single animal, it is actually a colony of thousands of individual organisms working together as one. Some of these colonies can grow to be over 150 feet long, longer than a blue whale. They drift through the dark like glowing, undulating ribbons of lace. They are a complex, ancient design, a testament to the strange and beautiful ways life organizes itself when left undisturbed in the dark. You are part of that organization, a single point of consciousness in a vast, connected universe. We pass a cluster of glass sponges again, their intricate skeletons made entirely of silica. These sponges have a unique relationship with tiny shrimp that crawl inside them when they are young and grow too large to ever leave. They spend their entire lives protected within the glass walls, fed by the currents of the sea. It is a life of total security, a permanent home where the outside world can never intrude. Feel that same sense of enclosure now, as if the deep blue is a glass wall protecting your rest. You are safe. You are contained. You are at peace. In the cracks of the submerged rocks, we find the Nautilus, the last of its kind. With its perfectly coiled, geometric shell, it has survived for 500 million years. It moves by jet propulsion, navigating the dark with a wisdom that predates the first trees on land. The chambers of its shell are a perfect metaphor for memory, each one a room from the past, held together in a beautiful, unending circle. Close your eyes and move into the innermost chamber of your mind, where it is quietest and most still. The water here is heavy with the weight of all this history. Every creature we pass is a survivor, a link in a chain that stretches back to the very beginning of life. They do not hurry, they do not stress, and they do not worry about the future. They simply exist in the eternal present of the ocean. You are breathing the same rhythm as these ancient ones, a slow, steady, primitive breath that connects you to the dawn of the world. In and out. The same breath the world has taken for eons. We are rising toward the upper reaches of the midnight zone now, but the atmosphere of the ancient world lingers. The deep ocean is a library of life, where the stories are written in scales, fins, and glowing lights. You have traveled through time today, moving past the wreckage of ships and the bones of monsters, into a place where the past and the present are the same thing. Everything is now. Everything is here. The surface world is still far above, a noisy, bright place that feels less real than the shadows here. Let the ancient stillness of the coelacanth and the long life of the shark settle into your spirit. You have all the time in the world. There is no need to wake. There is only the need to remain here, in the cradle of the deep, where nothing ever changes. You are a living fossil of peace, preserved in the velvet dark. Sleep now, among the oldest souls on earth. We are rising back into the Mesopelagic zone, the world of shadows where the light of the sun is a mere ghost, a faint, dark indigo memory. This is the Twilight Zone, a realm that feels empty during the day, but as night falls on the surface above, it becomes the stage for the greatest movement of life on our planet. You are joining the Deal vertical migration, the nightly journey of billions upon billions of creatures rising from the deep to feed under the cover of darkness. It is the heartbeat of the world. Imagine the water around you coming alive with 1 trillion tiny heartbeats. Small fish, shrimp, and jelly-like zooplankton are all moving upward in a silent, synchronized wave. This massive migration is so dense that it actually reflects sonar, leading early explorers to believe the ocean floor was rising and falling every night. It is a rhythmic, biological tide that has occurred every single evening for millions of years. Feel yourself part of this rising tide, effortless, drifting, moving toward the stars. You don't have to swim, you only have to be carried. As we rise with the migration, the bioluminescence begins to intensify. The water is no longer just dark, it is filled with explosions of cold light. These creatures use their glow to hide, to hunt, and to speak. The lanternfish, small and shimmering, have rows of light organs along their bellies that mimic the faint glow from above, making them invisible to predators lurking in the depths below. It is a world of optical illusions, a place where light is a shield and shadows are a sanctuary. You are hidden in the light, safe from any gaze. Floating among the rising fish are the siphonophores again, long, winding chains of life that look like glowing neon ropes drifting in the current. They do not hunt with speed, but with patience, waiting for the migration to wash over them. There is a peace in this strategy, a trust in the currents of the world to bring exactly what is needed. Let go of your own efforts now, and trust the current of your breath to carry you. Inhale, and rise. Exhale, and drift. You are being provided for by the sea. The pressure is easing further now as we move past the 1,000-meter mark. The water feels less like a solid weight and more like a cooling, supportive mist. You might see the cookie-cutter shark, a small hunter that glows with a brilliant green light. It leaves a tiny, circular patch of shadow on its belly that looks like a small fish, luring larger predators in before it strikes. In the Twilight Zone, nothing is quite what it seems. Everything is a beautiful, deceptive dream. Allow your reality to soften, blurring the lines between the waking world and the world of sleep. Higher still, the glass squid drifts by, almost entirely transparent except for its large, glowing eyes. Its body is like a clear crystal ball filled with the ink of the deep. When it is threatened, it pulls its head and tentacles inside its mantle and turns into a transparent sphere, disappearing into the water like a bubble. Imagine your own worries becoming like the glass squid, turning clear, becoming weightless, and vanishing into the vast indigo around you. They have no mass here. They cannot sink you. We are passing through the sound-scattering layer now. This is where the density of life is at its peak. The water is thick with movement, yet it remains remarkably quiet. It is a crowded city of ghosts, moving in total silence. The scale of this migration is a reminder of the sheer abundance of life that exists far beyond our sight. Even in the loneliest parts of the world, you are never truly alone. The earth is teeming with life, even in the shadows. Feel the comfort of this massive, silent community. We are all moving together. As the surface grows closer, the indigo begins to soften, just a fraction. The migration is slowing down now, as the creatures find their feeding grounds in the upper reaches of the sea. They will stay here for the night, under the protection of the dark, before sinking back to the abyss at dawn. It is a cycle of rest and movement, a perfect balance of effort and ease. You are entering the ease phase of your own cycle now, the time for the mind to settle and the body to be still. The day's work is over. The feeding is done. The rhythm of the migration is hypnotic. The rising and falling, the pulsing of the lights, the steady, cool flow of the water. It is like the slow breathing of a giant, a movement so large it encompasses the entire globe. You are a single drop in this great ocean, safe, sustained, and part of a story that is much larger than yourself. There is no need to steer your path. The ocean knows the way. The tide knows when to turn. We are hovering now at the upper edge of the Twilight Zone, where the deep blue meets the sunlit world we left so long ago. But the sun is not here yet. It is still night, and the stars are shining on the surface far above. The journey is nearly complete, and the world is quiet. Let the rhythm of the great migration lead you into the final, deepest stage of your rest. You have risen from the dark, and now, it is time to sleep in the light of the stars. You are home. We have paused our ascent in the upper reaches of the dark, drifting along the rugged slopes of an underwater mountain range known as a seamount. Here, far below the reach of the crashing waves, we discover the ocean's hidden treasures. These are the deep-sea coral forests. Unlike the reefs of the sunlit shallows, these corals do not need the sun to survive. They grow in total darkness, deriving their energy from the ancient currents that sweep nutrients across the stone. They are the secret gardens of the abyss. Look through the indigo gloom at the structures rising from the rock. These are not the stony corals of the tropics, but delicate, branching fans of gold, pink, and white. Some of these colonies, like the black corals, are among the oldest living organisms on our planet. They grow with incredible slowness, adding only a few millimeters of height every century. One colony you are passing now has been standing in this exact spot for over 4,000 years. It was a seedling when the pyramids were being built, and it has remained here, undisturbed, in the silent cold ever since. Let that ancient stillness become your own. Moving among the branches are the brittle stars, creatures with long, serpentine arms that wrap around the coral for support. They sit perfectly still, waiting for the water to bring them what they need. There is no competition here, no rush, no frantic search for food. The forest provides. The current provides. The deep ocean teaches us that if we remain still enough, the universe will bring us exactly what we require. Let your body be like the brittle star, hooked gently into the soft fabric of your bed, waiting for nothing but the next breath. In the clear spaces between the coral, you see the sea lilies. These are crinoids, animals that look like exquisite, feathery flowers rooted to the sea floor. They have survived for hundreds of millions of years, virtually unchanged since the Paleozoic era. They sway in the slow-motion currents, their feathery arms filtering the water with a grace that is almost hypnotic. Watch them sway, left and right, back and forth. Let your mind mimic their movement, drifting side to side as you sink deeper into the velvet of your pillows. As we move deeper into the garden, we find the bubblegum coral, bright pink and shaped like clusters of small, round berries. It provides a sanctuary for thousands of tiny creatures, from microscopic shrimp to juvenile fish. It is a city of peace, a sheltered nursery where the harshness of the open ocean cannot reach. You are in your own sanctuary now, a place where the noise of the surface world is filtered out, leaving only the soft, protective embrace of the deep. You are tucked away in the branches of the sea. You might notice a soft, greenish glow emanating from some of the bamboo corals. When touched by a passing current, they pulse with light, a slow, bioluminescent signal that ripples down their skeleton like a spark traveling along a wire. It is a reminder that even in the cold and the dark, there is a hidden fire. There is a warmth within the silence. Feel that warmth now, starting at your toes and moving slowly up through your body. A gentle, radiating peace that prepares you for total rest. The water here is incredibly pure. Because we are so far from the shore, there is no silt, no sand, no cloudiness. It is like drifting through a cathedral of liquid glass. The structures of the coral are intricate and fragile, woven together over thousands of years into a tapestry of life. It is a world built on time and patience. Every branch, every polyp, is a testament to what can be achieved when we simply allow things to grow in their own time. You are growing into your sleep, one slow breath at a time. The gardens of the deep are never crowded. There is an immense amount of space between each living thing. This is the ultimate solitude, a kind of space that allows the soul to breathe and expand. In the deep, there is no such thing as being busy. There is only being. There is only existing. There is only the slow, rhythmic heartbeat of the sea. You are a part of this garden now, a stationary, peaceful presence in the vast, dark woods of the ocean. The space around you is yours to fill with quiet. As we prepare to leave the coral forests behind, Take one last look at the ancient, golden fans swaying in the dark. They have been here for millennia, and they will be here long after we have returned to the surface. They are the guardians of the deep, the silent watchers of the abyss. Their strength is their stillness. Their beauty is their patience. Carry that patience with you as you move closer to the edge of sleep. You are as strong as the coral. You are as still as the stone. We are rising again now, moving toward the very last layer of our journey. The water is becoming a lighter shade of blue, and the first hints of the world above are starting to filter down. But for now, the garden is still with you. The ancient corals, the swaying lilies, and the glowing bamboo are all part of the dream you are entering. You are safe. You are ancient. And you are finally, truly, at rest. We are entering the final stage of our journey, rising slowly from the shadows of the deep into the epipelagic zone. This is the sunlit layer, the part of the ocean that touches the sky. As we move upward, the heavy indigo of the midnight layers begins to dissolve, replaced by a soft, breathable turquoise. The world is beginning to wake up, but you are staying here, in the quiet bridge between the deep and the surface. You are carrying the peace of the abyss back with you. The light here is unlike anything on land. It filters down through the waves in long, shifting pillars known as God rays, dancing across the water like ribbons of silk. These beams of light are soft, diffused, and incredibly calming. They move with the rhythm of the swell, shifting and swaying in a slow-motion ballet. Watch the light as it plays across your vision, a gentle, golden flickering that tells your mind it is time to let go of the dark and enter a dream. You are bathing in liquid light. We are passing through the great kelp forests now, tall, amber blades of seaweed that reach from the seafloor up toward the surface. These are the cathedrals of the shallows, moving in perfect synchrony with the pulse of the tide. Each blade of kelp is a living anchor, swaying back and forth, back and forth. Let your body mimic that sway, a rhythmic, effortless movement that requires no strength, only the willingness to be moved by the sea. You are swaying in the arms of the ocean. The water here is full of a new kind of energy. You might see a school of small, silver fish darting through the light beams, their scales flashing like tiny mirrors. They move as one, a single, silver mind shifting through the blue. There is a profound peace in this collective movement, a sense that everything is in its right place, and everything is taken care of. You are part of that harmony now, a single, drifting element in a perfect, liquid universe. You are exactly where you need to be. As we get closer to the surface, the temperature of the water begins to rise. Feel the warmth returning to the water around you, a gentle, tepid embrace that feels like a sun-warmed blanket being pulled over your shoulders. This warmth is the energy of the sun, the source of all life, stored in the vast, thermal memory of the sea. It cradles your limbs, softens your skin, and invites your muscles to sink even deeper into the surface beneath you. The cold of the deep is gone, replaced by a radiant, golden comfort. Looking up, you can see the underside of the surface now. It looks like a moving sheet of liquid silver, ever-changing, ever-shifting. It is the boundary between two worlds. Above that silver ceiling is the world of air, of noise, and of time. But down here, just a few feet below, the silence remains absolute. You are hovering in the perfect in-between, protected by the water, but blessed by the light. The world can wait. The sun can wait. You are staying here, in the silver quiet. The sound of the world above is beginning to filter through, but it is muffled and beautiful. The distant, rhythmic wash of the waves against a far-off shore, the soft, hollow pop of bubbles rising to the surface. It is a symphony of white noise designed to lull the spirit into a state of total surrender. Every sound is a signal to your nervous system that you are safe, you are home, and the journey is complete. The ocean is singing you to sleep. You have traveled 7 miles down and 7 miles back. You have seen the volcanic fires of the earth, the ancient fossils of the abyss, and the silent ruins of history. All of those depths are now inside you, a vast, quiet reservoir of peace that you can visit whenever the world becomes too loud. The ocean has shared its secrets with you, and in return, it has taken your worries and washed them into the salt and the spray. You are clean. You are light. You are empty. We are floating just beneath the surface now, weightless and warm. The stars we saw at the beginning of our journey are still there, shining through the silver film of the water. The cycle is complete. The descent has become a rest, and the rest has become a dream. There is no more movement needed. There is no more searching. You have found the still point of the turning world. The water is your bed. The sky is your roof. The water is holding you. The light is blessing you. And the rhythm of the sea is your own heartbeat. As the last of the blue fades into the soft, dark velvet of sleep, remember that the ocean is always here, breathing for you, cradling you, and keeping your secrets. The journey is over. The dream is beginning. You have returned to the light, but you carry the quiet of the deep in your soul. Your head breaks the surface now, but only just. You are floating on your back, looking up at a sky filled with an impossible number of stars. The air is cool and fresh, tasting of salt and night. The ocean is no longer a weight above you, but a cradle beneath you. Every wave is a hand, gently rocking you, tilting you, and letting you settle. You have reached the end of the world. You have reached the beginning of sleep. The rhythm of the waves is the rhythm of your life. In and out. Rise and fall. There is nothing left to see. There is nothing left to hear but the pulse of the tide. Every muscle in your face is soft. Your jaw is loose. Your eyes are heavy, closed tight against the starlight. You are sinking, not into the water, but into the deep, dark comfort of your own mind. The journey through the abyss was a map to this very moment, this very peace. The ocean is vast, and you are a part of it. The stars are distant, and you are a part of them. There is no separation. There is no you in the sea. There is only the breathing. There is only the rocking. There is only the sleep. The 2 hours of the deep have prepared you for the 8 hours of the dark. You are ready. You are heavy. You are gone. Let the sound of the water be the last thing you know. Let it wash over your thoughts, smoothing them out like sand on a beach. The tides will come and go. The sun will rise and set, but you will remain here, in the perfect, silent center. Sleep now. Sleep deep. Sleep as long as the ocean is wide.